Hey everyone, Florence here, and welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video, I will be giving you some tips and tricks on travel journaling and even giving you a bit of a tour of so far in my travel journal. Because yesterday, I came back from holiday with my cousins. We went near Portsmouth to Millwright. It's near Portsmouth, just outside of it, about half an hour away journey from there. We went on holiday there and it was so much fun. So obviously I had to make a travel journal about it. So today I'll be giving you some tips and tricks on ideas for travel journaling if you're gonna keep a travel journal, or just some ideas for a regular journal in case you're not quite doing travel journaling. So first I'm gonna get started by telling you some tips and tricks. Tip number one is a pretty obvious one. So you need to pick out a travel journal. So when it came to me picking out a travel journal, I wanted to have enough pages for logging my traveling, because I'm traveling, so I'm not gonna be doing too much journaling. Though I was so busy, I had such a busy itinerary that I still haven't finished logging about my travels, because it was literally on the weekend. So it hasn't been ages, but it was literally on the weekend and I didn't have very long to do it. We stayed from Friday to Monday and we left on Tuesday. So I didn't have loads of time, but it was really fun to travel journal with my cousin. She loves journaling, so we did a bit of travel journaling together, and I'm the one who talked her into starting journaling, and now she's obsessed. But anyway, not the point. This is the travel journal I got. It's a 6. I don't know. It's not A5. I think it's too small to be A5. I don't know. I'll get an A5 journal. I have one right here. This A5 notebook. So yeah, this is behind it. You can see the A5. So there is a difference. It's not A5 because this right here is an A5. This is the difference between it. But I don't think it's quite A6. I think it's a bit bigger than A6, honestly. I don't know. Do you guys know what it is between A6 and A5? I don't know. But anyways, it's smaller than A5 and bigger than A6. That's all I know. I don't know the in-between of that. It's B something, B6, maybe? Maybe B6. I don't know. I'm not very good with sizes. But anyways, basically, I think I got it from Flying Tiger, and it's really pretty. It's got a checker. I don't know if you can see it because of the light, but it's a pink and yellow checkered patchy. You might not be able to see it because the light. Sorry about that, guys. But anyways, it says dreams and thoughts up there, as you can see. It says dreams and thoughts, and it has this little bit. There's meant to be a lock on the end. I think I left that somewhere else in my room, but I don't have that right now. But there is a little locking key which goes on this little end bit. But anyways, if you've got this, you wouldn't have the lace and the ribbon, because I actually touched it myself. I just used a glue stick to put the lace on, and I just used this. It's good size. I'm not sure how many pages are in it, so guys, but there's quite a lot of pages. As you can see, there's a gold edging, which I like, but I've kind of ruined it here with sticking things in. But at least the back of it doesn't, because I haven't stuck much in there yet. So it's a pretty journal. Oh, I also added a little sticker on there. It says dream big, not big dreams, dream big. So it's really nice. It doesn't. Lots of travel journals or journals have pockets in the back to store ephemera while you're journaling. I didn't have that. I just had to store mine in this little bag while I was going around. I got it from the Body Shop. I'll talk about that later. So yeah, that's my first tip. Is you find a good journal. Basically, I love the color pink. It's not my favorite color. Green is, and then blue, and then purple, and then pink. But even though it's not my favourite colour, it just is really pretty and fits the theme. I like it. I have a lot of pink stationery, so it worked well, it went well, and I just honestly really like how it turned out. I like how it had a bookmark, so I could always store my place in the book, and I like also the size. It's not A5, meaning it's not too big, and especially A4, that's like way too big, but luckily, since it's between A5 and A6, like B6 I think, it was a nice pocket size, meaning I could carry it around very easily, and it fitted in most of my little carrier bags or whatever. So yeah, basically, I really like it, really pretty, and I'd recommend one which kind of you like. You don't want to use a gel you don't like. So yeah, that was tip number. Moving on to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is bring the essentials of stationery. Now, I love sitting at my desk. I don't have a proper desk at the moment because I've never really had a proper desk. I have a vanity, makeup table, whatever, and I have a little round table over there which I do some kind of studying and stuff on, but I don't have a proper desk. I've never had, but I'm getting one soon when I do my room makeover. I think I'm going to do a video on that. Depends when we actually do it. I was supposed to have done it by now, but anyways, I haven't done it yet. So basically my tip number 2 is bring a good size pencil case. Now, you don't want the pencil case to be absolutely huge. I don't even think they do one like this big, but you don't want to bring one giant because you're not going to be able to fit it, but you don't want it to be tiny because although you only really need the essentials, and even if you're not actually going to be travel journaling while you're there just collecting ephemera, you don't even need much, just the essentials. So bring a good size pencil case that will fit everything you need. Sort of same thing about pencil case and size and essentials. This is kind of tip number 3, but I'm going to keep it on to tip number 2, a part of tip number 2, like a little add-on bit. The essentials. So I find for my essentials, I don't have like loads of stuff which I must bring, you know, but I do have some essentials. I'm just trying to get them all out of the pencil case right now so I can show you. Okay, I've got pretty much the essentials. This might seem like a lot of essentials, but honestly, some people have thousands. You don't need much when you're travel journaling, but I just like to add the essentials, what you'll actually need, and then add a bit of patterns and color and nice. So I'll just show you. I've got it all laid out nicely now. So the first one, which I think I find is my most essential, which like if I wasn't allowed to bring any of the others, I would definitely need this, and that is a pen. I love pens. Writing a pencil, I mean, it's nice, but it fades. Pencil can like fade very like quickly, or like over a short period or a long period of time. So I don't really write in pencil. If it's colored pencil, then maybe, because that's pretty, but I don't really like writing in pencil. So I use this like pen. It is a Uniball Air, and what I like about this, a usual tip would be small tip. This is quite a fat tip. It's usually it would go in and then like a tiny little nib to write with. I love how this flows, and it's just triangular. I love this. So it writes so smoothly, and though the ink can stay wet for a little while, it dries within time. It eventually dries. Not that it's like really always wet and it bleeds through loads of pages. It doesn't. What I usually do is that I have like a piece of paper behind this. This is what I had on holiday, because this was just an activity on holiday that we just got given, so I just kind of used that as my bleed through page because I forgot my actual one. But yeah, Uniball Air, definitely recommend it. I love it. Second essential is pencils. Now I just have this because this has my rubber on the end, so that's my third essential, but I'll show you my second essential, pencil. So I love the Staedtler pencils. They are always sharp, not that other pencils aren't, but I just really like how they come in big packs and are sharp, and when you buy them, I love these pencils. They're just nice, and they remind me of like school pencils, because you always have like usually get the yellow and black ones, and it's like red and black in it. This reminds me of them, though I'm still at school. It's not like, oh, in my childhood I had them. I mean, I'm still a kid and I still go to school. But yeah, my third one is a rubber on the eraser on the end of a pencil. So this cute pink pencil here, and it has this rubber. I hate when you have a rubber and it smudges. Like, it doesn't even rub, well, it rubs out, but then it smudges over the page and makes it horrible. I hate that. So I like when I have a rubber which rubs out properly. This rubber rubs out properly and I love it. Next, I also have this pen. This is a thin tip. Sorry, I didn't show that. This is like the difference between thin tip and thick tip. Like, can you see the difference? How that just points and that goes like in and is small, and that's just like, you know. But I also like this one because this is a thinner tip, meaning it would like be just if you need any thinner writing, basically. Anyways, another thing I really like, so if I'm getting ephemera with me, or say I have like any, I don't know, what's it called, like tickets or any like packaging, you'd want to cut it up. So I'd say scissors. If you're going on a plane though, like you don't want metal sharp scissors, because when you go through the like bit where it checks if you've got anything or not meant to, like any like metal on there, you know how it beats, and then like they go through the bit where they can like see through a suitcase. And you know, once I made that mistake, I brought scissors for my journaling and it went through, and I was like, oh my god, why are they doing so many checks and going through my bag? I was like, I have nothing. And I was like, oh, my scissors, and I completely forgot about that when I packed my scissors. So don't do that, guys. It was really scary. I was like, whew. But if you're going on a train or anything, scissors, I love to just cut up some ephemera and stuff. But when you cut stuff up, obviously you're gonna need stickers. So I love Pritt sticks. I mean, I love glue tape as well. But the thing with that is I found glue tape runs out quicker than Pritt stick. It's either because I use glue tape a lot for stuff at school and stuff, or it just does generally run out really quickly. But I love Pritt sticks. I hate the tiny ones, they run out so quickly like glue tape. But I love the big, fat, chunky ones. I love my Pritt stick. It's so helpful. Then something else, my last like essential is this one. So it's like they're not highlighters. I thought when I bought them they're highlighters, but they're not. They are felt tips, but they don't bleed through my paper. I mean, I don't think my paper is even like the thick paper, like proper thick quality paper. I think it's pretty thin, and these don't bleed through, so these are great. This actually came with a kawaii Halloween coloring set, which I got for on the way because it's Halloween on Friday, guys. So yeah, I love these. They're kind of pastel, some of them. I mean, like these. But the rest of them are, which is a plus. So yeah, they are my essentials. Tip number 3 is a sort of like, tip number 3 is a word I have been saying a lot, especially when I was talking about scissors. Ephemera. Collect ephemera. I know some people do this sort of travel journaling where they just write and write and write and write and write and log and track and more tracking and then a bit more logging and then a bit more tracking and then loads of logging. I know some people do that, but I love collecting ephemera. Like, in the stacks, there's a bunch of ephemera I haven't stuck in yet. Like, look, this isn't even all of it, but I collect so much ephemera. I even kept this bubble tea cup, which I think still has a bit of juice in the bottom. I know, gross, but I love bubble tea. But yeah, I got this bubble tea when I was on holiday, and I wanted to keep the cup to cut some little things up. So I collect as much ephemera as possible. I hate it when I go into a shop and I don't get a receipt. Like, I hate it when they don't even ask if you want a receipt, because I'm like, can I have a receipt, please? But it's so embarrassing. But I hate it when also I forget to get a receipt, and then later that day I'm like, oh, I should have got a receipt, but it's way too late because I can't just go back into a shop and say, oh, we brought something here, can I have a receipt? Like, they're not going to give you a receipt that's already thrown in the bin. Anyway, not my point. But collect ephemera. I know some people like do what I said at the beginning where they just log and track, but I mean, even if you're not gonna even stick in the ephemera, if there's like a pocket in the back, you can create them. You could just put a bit of paper and washi tape around some sides and put stuff in. It's super simple. But collect ephemera. Even if you're not gonna stick it in, just keep the ephemera. Maybe put it on your pinboard, put it just in an envelope, put it in a memory box. Anything, just please collect ephemera, because all those little tiny receipts and details and stuff just bring so many stories. Like this tiny little postcard, you'd think, oh, it's meaningless, never mind about that. It actually has so many stories, because I can now remember, although it was literally only on the weekend, I can remember like the mustard and pickled bagel I had. I know it sounds gross, but it was really good, guys. The cheese, mustard and pickled bagel, which was delicious, which I had. I can remember that, and I can remember when we went shopping in Portsmouth and I got stuff from the Body Shop, and I got loads of cute bags from Oliver Bond, and like there are so many stories to this single postcard, which helps me remember. Also, going to that giant tall building, I've forgotten what it's called, but I can still remember being there. So I just love collecting ephemera, and like this single receipt, I can remember it wasn't the weekend, but in the future I'll remember, I went to Boots and I got a really nice body spray, and when I got that delicious passion fruit bubble tea straw. Not that the straw was delicious, that was just the packaging for the straw. Anyways, I didn't eat the straw, guys. So the ephemera, there's my lesson. Sorry about that. Just collecting ephemera, it just brings so many stories, and I love collecting ephemera. So collect ephemera. If I haven't said it enough times, collect ephemera. Don't feel pressured, guys. If you really don't want to, you don't have to. But collect ephemera. Tip number 4 is layouts. Can you hear me? Layouts. I've made many mistakes before, guys. I've stuck stuff in before I see what it looks like. You know, where you just get a postcard and you're like, okay, I'm gonna stick this in. I gotta stick it in, and then like you're sticking everything and you're having so much fun. You're gluing. It's really rough, and stick everything in. And then you look at your page and like, oh my god, this is so horrible. And you look, and it's a giant mess. And although junk journaling or ephemera can be a mess and it looks nice, yeah, you can make mistakes where it doesn't look nice, especially if you're writing messy handwriting and it just looks ugh. You know what I mean? So what I do is I get everything, put it on the page. I know lots of people do this, and see what it looks like. See how you like it before you feel like pressured that it's already too late and you've already imagine it that once you put it down, there's no going back. Like, imagine it once you've stuck it, there's no going back, because there really is no. You've just got to find out how you like it and then leave it how you like it. If you like it, then you like it. So don't change it instantly, because you're going to rip everything apart and it's not going to be very pleasant. So my last tip number 5, my last tip before I get on to giving you a bit of a tour of so far in my journal, this is a big tip. It's kind of something you should do in every journal, not necessarily just a travel journal. That is write the date and time. Well, you don't necessarily have to write the time, but write the date. Otherwise, you're going to be like, oh, this is day number 1, and day number 2, day number 3, and day number 4. And you're so proud because like, oh my god, I wrote every day, and like I know the order, and it's all in perfect. And then you don't actually know the date. You're like, hold on, was that April the 5th, or was that like the 6th of October, or the 25th of December? And you get so confused, and you're like, that's happened to me before. I used to keep a little diary, and trust me, I only wrote in it like once a year. I literally had it one day and I was like, I get to keep a diary. I'm so proud of myself. I'm writing in my diary. Dear diary, this is an amazing life. Today I did so much fun stuff. Then like a year later, I remember this diary. I'm going to keep it up again. Dear diary, today I've had so much fun. Another year later, I remember this. Dear diary, a year later, yeah, I never kept this up, and I just throw it in the bin. Because I literally didn't know the date. I would be like, and then I didn't actually throw it. I actually found it again now, but and like I didn't know the date. I was so disappointed because I was writing all this cool stuff. Like today I saw this adorable dog, and like I had this great coffee, though I don't think I drank coffee at 5. I had this great iced tea, and I had this all this delicious stuff and food and meeting dogs. Not that meeting a cute dog is delicious, but you get what I mean, guys. I had so much fun, and then I didn't know when I had fun and where I had fun. I just wrote that I had fun. So write the date, and I always write the time so that I know when it happened, basically. So now it's time to move on to the tour of my 2025 Mill Rife travel. Okay guys, so right now I will be giving you a tour of this travel journal. So as you can see, it's really gorgeous, really pretty, and sorry, I can't do a straight down view. It's just gonna be like this. Sorry if it annoys you, but it's gonna be like this. So I'll just move it so it's centered and you can see it all fully. So we're now moving on to page number 1. So here is my front cover page. So I'll just show you that. So right here is my cover page. I wrote Travel 2025 in my favorite handwriting. And then I did some little details of like flowers, camera, a pen. I added some cute stickers and a little thing in the bottom corner about an airplane. So that is my introduction page. I also added a little cute blossom thing right here, and I just stuck it in because it's like really cute. Then on this page is where I wrote my information about Mill Rife, so you can see the nights I stayed, the midnight snacks we were going to plan to have, the amount of people who were going to be there, also some activity ideas we could do, and we did actually do some of those activities. Not all of them, but we did some of them. So I love this page. Obviously, you can tell the theme is pink. I'm adding lots of pink stuff, and I even did the logo at the top. The logo. So I am absolutely obsessed with this page. It's so cute. Then here, this is kind of an essential, which I find really like useful for any kind of travel journal. Really, it's kind of an essential, which you probably need in every travel journal. But don't feel pressure, guys. It's a packing list. So I find packing list so helpful for organization to make sure I don't forget anything. Though on this list I did kind of forget 2 things. But ignore that, guys. If when you do, I'm sure you'll be a lot more organized than me and you'll actually know what you're doing. Next page, I love the font I used for my itinerary. So I love the font. But anyways, I kind of did like a little thing. So I wrote 4-hour journey to Mill Rife, then go to evening entertainment, play at the park, go swimming, then on the 25th, go swimming at 1 p.m, evening entertainment, play at the park, and I just added this cute Rainbow High character, which I got out of a magazine, and I love my Rainbow High magazine. And then here, you can see, on one side I did Bella. I got that out of the magazine too, because she's pink. And then I wrote October 26th, go to the park, go to evening entertainment, October 27th, go swimming at 1 p.m. However, that was cancelled. We didn't actually go swimming, we cancelled that instead. We went somewhere else. And then play at the park. We make sure to bring the ball. And also on October 28th, go home and unpack my bag. And I just got this cute busy like sticker. I think it's so cute. I got this from my sticker book, which I'm obsessed with at the moment. Then here, I find this super useful. It is my meal plan. Now, because since we stayed at a caravan park, Mill Rife is a caravan park, although there was a restaurant, we had to bring our own food for like breakfast and stuff. So a meal plan was super helpful to know what we were bringing. But I did write in the meal plan when we go to a restaurant, I wrote what I ate at the restaurant. So this is my meal plan page. Also, guys, if you like some of these pages, I absolutely love that for you. If you love these pages, and feel free to copy them. If you like these pages, feel free to copy them, because I just love it when people get inspired. So then here, my pre-booked experiences. So on Saturday we had swimming. On Sunday we had pottery painting, which was really fun. And then my next pre-booked experiences page. On Monday we went swimming, but that was cancelled. And then here are some of our ideas that we could have done for pre-booked experiences. The Axler and Santa Cool, my older cousin did that, and also the junior Land Rover driving sounded really fun, but we didn't end up doing that. So then my money savings, basically this is so handy because I brought lots of money with me to spend. I'd saved up a bunch of money, so it's so helpful to just be able to track all the money which I had been given, and I do a little piggy bank at the bottom. So it's so helpful to track the amount of money I've been spending, just so I know when I get back from holiday how much I have left. So here is my to-do list and my goals. As you can see on my to-do list, I crossed almost everything off, and on my goals, I crossed everything off, and I did another keyframe by her character. Then on this page, this is where the logging begins. So it is day 1. And there's me and my cousin. I added some stickers and we got to print these out at the holiday park. And then I just wrote some things. We went to Starbucks on the way there, so I just got that off. Then for dinner, I love this dinner page where I added Bella. I think that's Bella. And then I added a dinner page where I wrote all about what we had for dinner, and it is so cute. We added some kawaii strawberries as well. Then here we wrote about the evening entertainment. So for the evening entertainment, I just literally wrote what we did at some of the evening entertainment. So that page is pretty simple. Then here is more evening entertainment. So I just wrote more entertainment, and it is so cute. And then right here is day number 2. So we're on to day 2 now, and I wrote I had for breakfast. I had a sausage sandwich with some bacon. And then next door, I just literally wrote yum because, yeah. And then I wrote weekend because the day 2 was the beginning of the weekend. Then I wrote a page about when we went swimming. It was so much fun when we did go swimming in the hotel, and I added some cute stuff. So, like, this is so gorgeous. I love this page, how it turned out. So pretty. Then I wrote about football. We played football, and I'm actually surprised that we won against my older cousin. He is so good at football, and yeah, surprisingly, me and my other cousin, we won, so I'm really happy about that. So I obviously did a page about it. Then here is day 3. So this theme was red, obviously, or like kind of dark pink coral, but basically it's so pretty. I love how it turned out. And then the afternoon of that day, so I just wrote about the afternoon, and I also wrote about how we watched Happy Gilmore. I rated it 4.5 stars because it was so funny. It almost got 5 stars, but it's just because I don't know, some bits were a little, I don't know the word for it, inappropriate, you know. There was a bit of swearing in it, so yeah, I kind of didn't rate it fully 5 stars, but I rated it 4.5. So then day 4, shopping day. So I actually haven't finished this, so I've only got up to day 4, guys. But I wrote about one I got from the body shop. I actually got some really nice stuff from the body shop. I wish I could show you, but I don't have it right now. It's in my kitchen. So yeah, with some of the stuff I still need to unpack. But yeah, I love this. So there's a little receipt. I kind of cut up the receipt, and then I did the logo, which I got off the bag. But yeah, basically this is where I'm up to date with my journal. So I hope you enjoyed that little tour, and make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see me do a full tour of the entire travel journal complete. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope it has helped you out with your travel journaling if you need some ideas, or if you just want some ideas for journals, or if you just wanted to watch this video for fun. I hope it's helped you, given you some ideas and entertained you. I've had fun. Hope you've had fun watching. And make sure when you when you start a travel journal, you make sure to use all of my tips and tricks to make it the best you possibly can. And guys, I am still learning, so if you guys have any tips, like and subscribe. And I don't know how that's gonna give me tips, but just if you have any tips for me, imaginary, tell me. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.